Panthers-Redskins. Redskins are on a short week and got just their heads kicked in on Monday. Lot of injuries. I mean, Peterson, it doesn't sound like any or all of these guys are necessarily going to miss the game, but their entire receiving corps is hurt. Peterson's hurt. He's got like 3 different injuries. Chris Thompson was limited in practice wins. Like they're kind of beat up. Panthers, they're going to get Thomas Davis back. He missed the first 4 games with a suspension. Sounds like Greg Olson's going to be back this week too. Redskins are favored by 1 over under 45. I kind of want to find an argument for the Redskins because the Panthers seem obvious, and so far everybody's picking the Panthers on pick watch. Right now, I can't seem to do it. Can you?
No, I can't. And that what happened in New Orleans on Monday really has the opportunity to kind of really give them a bad hangover coming into Sunday. It's a day less of rest. They had to travel. They got destroyed. You know, Drew Brees had his big ceremony. It was an awful night for the Redskins as far as that concerned. And it's hard to recover from that, I think, in the span of 6 days. We see it over and over again. These teams were on shorter weeks, even though the Redskins are at home this week. It's just they run out of gas in the second half, and they don't look good. I think the big player for this game is Thomas Davis coming back for Carolina. Throughout his career, he's been a great player throughout his career, but I think he just brings – I was reading the Charlotte Observer this week, and you could just tell like how excited the team is to have him back, and he brings a different energy to that to practice, and he's that leader they need. And Ron Rivera has really been talking him up, and I really think it's true. He's a guy who doesn't have a lot of time left in his career, we assume, but he's a guy who plays well and he just leads well. I think having him back really kind of invigorates Carolina this week.
And their defense has struggled. I mean, they haven't been as good as expected so far. So maybe he helps. I mean, they need more of a pass rush too. But yeah, this one, it's so easy to fall into the trap. Like we all get stuck in recency bias, even when we try not to. But you look at that game Monday night and you go, "Oh, the Redskins suck," and they've been kind of all over the map so far.
They don't really, but I mean, They're not good, but they don't suck either. But
I agree. But after Monday, you go, "Oh, I'm not picking them." Like, how do you pick them after Monday? It's hard. And I was trying to find a reason, but like you said, I'm with you. I can't.
The only reason you have is, hey, the NFL's crazy this year. Who knows? That's the only reason.
Right. And they're not terrible, like you said. They're not, like I said, they're not the Bills, but the Bills win games too. So, all right, but we're both picking the Panthers in this one.